Hello everyone, it is Kristen. I am bringing you a video today to share a little bit about the work that I do and to offer you an avenue to start releasing fear in your life. I feel fear is what causes us to suffer, and so one of the most important things that I do with my client is to help them let go of their fear so that they can start living an uppercase life. And so let me just explain a little bit about who I am and why I came in to do this work. I have been inspired from a very young child to help people discover their true radiance, the light, the soul of who they are. And I can remember early days in my life where I knew I had this in me, but I was just a child. And so I went through life, I took this detour just, doing everything I thought I needed to do to go through the course of life, and really wasn't paying so much attention to that intuitive knowing until my adult years, when I had a few serious, I guess you could call them hardships in my life, and they broke me down. They wounded me enough that I got a glimmer of that light. There was a great saying once about when we have this crack in our armor, we can see our own inner light. And that is exactly what happens. When you get broken down, you can, if you're able to look inside and go inward in your searching, you can discover a beautiful part of yourself that's been dormant for many years. And so I tapped back into that light, and I came to discover that I was here for big things. And it was time for me to stop playing small. And so at the time, I had been a management consultant for about 15 years, and I was very familiar with the pains of the C-suite and CEOs who appeared to have it all, yet on the inside, when I got to know them, they were really troubled. And they felt this void despite having this beautiful home, what seemed like the perfect marriage, the ability to travel everywhere they wanted, this title, all of these things that on the outside we would all equate with ultimate success. Yet when I got to know them, what I realized is they were suffering just as much as the next person who would just be a colleague or a coworker or a friend of mine who was just venting on any given day about the typical pains of living in this, what I call, dense world. And so I started to coach these CEOs, and I offered them a safe container, a place where they could let down their guard and get real with themselves. And as I started to do this work, these leaders started to look so much lighter. It's almost hard to even describe. They just had a more playful energy about them. They laughed a lot more, and they just started to enjoy life a lot more. And they would come to the sessions that we'd share, and they'd be so excited to have this hour or hour and a half to just get real and let down their guard and be who they desired to be. And so I built this program over the past 5 years to help people unfold. And it's really an unlearning process to come back into the knowing of who they really are. And it is such an honor to be able to do this work and to help people let go of all of the fear that they bottle up. Because let's face it, when you get to the top and you are known in your community or your company for being a leader, there's a lot at stake for that person, and they become even more pained by the fact that they can't make a mistake. And so they feel all this pressure. And it's not until they start to realize they really have nothing to fear, and that by just becoming more of who they really are, they're gonna attract people at a much greater level. They're gonna attract success, and true abundance. And what it really boils down to is the feeling. They're gonna embody this feeling that allows them to thrive and be a better husband, be a better wife, be a better parent, be a better leader. And so it's truly beautiful because it's not easy, I must say. It's a process of letting go and surrendering. And for anyone who has a lot at stake, that's not easy to do. But once you learn what it takes to do that, you're never the same. You have the awareness of knowing that you are always at the cause, not the effect of your surroundings, and that you are the powerful creator, the person that creates the reality that becomes your existence. So we just wanted to share a little bit about what I do, why I love it so much, and I'll be sharing a lot more of the tips that I offer to these leaders so that you can start applying them in your own life. Thanks so much for listening. I'll be back again soon.